Here's everything we know right now on those ongoing search and rescue efforts along the Guadalupe River after catastrophic flooding in Hill Country. 121 people are confirmed to have died in the floods. 96 of those deaths were in Kerr County alone. The death toll is expected to continue to climb. Search and rescue efforts are continuing as well for the at least 160 people who are still reported missing. Right now, our Blake Holland is in Centerpoint, which is in Kerr County. He joins us now live from Hill Country. Blake, what can you tell us?
Jennifer, we are here along the banks of the Guadalupe River. As you mentioned, this is the town of Centerpoint, Texas. This is to the southeast of Kerrville. As you mentioned, we are still in Kerr County. Behind me here, you can see a body of water. This is typically a pond that we understand is used for construction purposes. Right now, work is underway using some pumps. If you can see them off to the side there, pumps are being used to drain this body of water. That water is then being put into the Guadalupe River, and that's all in an effort to find the missing. Search crews, once this pond is drained, they're going to get in there, search an area that they have not yet been able to get to. We should mention the pumps being used. They were having a really hard time finding water pumps in this area. Obviously, they're being used up and down the Guadalupe River. The pumps that are being used to drain this body of water actually came from Kilgore. East Texans were able to pitch in and help. A rental company out of Kilgore was able to provide these pumps so search crews can get into this body of water and begin the search for possibly missing people who are in that water. We do want to talk about some other stuff quickly here as recovery efforts continue on the ground here in the Hill Country. Teams from deep East Texas, we understand, will be making their way to this part of the state to help out. Members of the Lufkin Marine Corps League are preparing to help with the cleanup and recovery process. They'll be taking a command trailer equipped with GPS and communications. That team will also be taking drinking water, ready-to-eat meals, very important, along with first aid and rescue equipment.
Going to be assisting them in recovery efforts to try to help find some of the persons that are unfortunately still missing, in hopes that we can help these families bring closure.
That team expects to arrive early tomorrow morning, and they will be here through Tuesday, we understand. In the meantime, FEMA has begun setting up a command center right here in Centerpoint, not far from us. The agency's task force is stationed at Guadalupe Keys RV Resort. We were actually there earlier today. Andrew Culver will have a story on that location at 6. These command centers provide a central hub for communication, resource allocation, and decision-making during disasters. And we do want to remind you, a programming note here, tomorrow night at 6:30, we will air a 30-minute special here on KLTV7 and KTRE. That will begin immediately following the 6 o'clock news in place of Wheel of Fortune. Together for Texas is what we're calling this broadcast. It follows thousands of first responders and volunteers assisting those affected by the flooding here in the Hill Country. We're also following nonprofit groups currently helping the communities here and looking at their plans to address the needs that are not going anywhere anytime soon. Also, Gray Media, our parent company of KLTV and KTRE, also partnering up with the Salvation Army to help flood victims. If you want to help, it's as easy as scanning that QR code on screen. You can donate to Together for Texas relief efforts. You can also go to the web address on screen. That's togetherfortx.com to make a donation, and we appreciate your help. Back here live in Centerpoint, Texas, I want to show you an example of what the water did almost a week ago here along the Guadalupe River. Not only the water, but all of the stuff that water was carrying as it rushed down the river from here. There are searchers here from East Texas behind us. Alex Harkrider is here from Carthage. We met a gentleman earlier from Kilgore who was telling us, Jennifer, he was sitting at home watching the news on the couch with his wife. He saw the devastation, the videos, heard people affected. He looked at his wife and he said, I need to do something. I need to be there. And now he's already several days into helping out with some very important search and rescue operations. Again, a very delicate search here on the ground in Kerr County and surrounding areas because there are so many people still missing. And right now they want to try and find some peace, some comfort, some closure for the families of all of those involved. We'll be back with another live report coming up tonight on the news at 6. In the meantime, we are live in Kerr County. Blake Holland, East Texas News.
All right, Blake, thanks for checking in with us. We'll see you